Hello, everybody. Scooty007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 6-9 Milwaukee Brewers taking on the 7-9 Cincinnati Reds. This is game one of a three-game series between the Brewers and the Reds. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. Leading off, the second baseman, Craig Counsell. Batting second, the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Batting third, the right fielder, Ryan Braun. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Prince Fielder. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Corey Hart. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Bill Hall. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Gabe Gross. Batting eighth, the pitcher, Ben Sheets. And batting ninth, the catcher, Jason Kendall. On the mound for the Reds, it is Bronson Arroyo, who will come into the game with a 6.88 ERA. He's got no wins and one loss. He's pitched 17 innings, allowed 20 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 10 walks. We're here at Great American Ballpark, which will give a +1 to strikeouts, nothing to walks, and nothing to home runs. And with that, Craig Counsell will step up. He's batting a 111, and here is the first pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That's going to be a blank, and the reason that is a blank is Craig is a left-handed batter. We look to the left-handed side of the slash on the pitching card. And that's going to be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be good for a base hit past second base. And with that, Craig Counsell is on with a base hit. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Cincinnati Reds. Dunn is out there in left field. Hopper at center. Griffey is in right field. Going around the horn, Encarnacion is at third. Kippinger at shortstop. Phillips is on second. Voto is on first. Baco behind the plate. And Bronson is on the mound. And that's going to bring up J.J. Hardy. Hardy batting a .245, 1 out. Infield double play depth. Strategy roll is a 2. Brewers holding off. And here is the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is going to be a walk on a 1-8. The 19 is too high. Hardy, 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a base hit to Griffey out there in the right field. And with that, Counsell will go to second. Does he advance to third? Let's see. On a 2-5, lead runner thrown out. So Counsell tries to go to third, but he's thrown out at third. And with that, but the trailing runner's BR is greater than or equal to the roll, he will advance. So Hardy will go to second as Counsell is thrown out at third. So 1 out and a runner on second, and that's going to bring up Ryan Braun. Strategy roll is a 20. Anytime you roll a 20 on the strategy die, it's a pickoff attempt. And Bronson will pick off on a 1. That is a 3. It is too high. And that's going to be 2-4, column 2, row 4. Home run chance on a 1-11. So first of all, when you roll the HR question mark, you look at the HR question mark line. And that is where we get the 1-11 chance. 12, too high. And that's going to be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a double star 4. It's a ground ball to Kippinger. And on a roll, and that is a 6. So the out will be at first. So 2 outs and a runner on second, and that's going to bring up Prince Fielder. Whenever you have a base runner on and you have 2 outs, you give a +1 to all base run ratings. Prince Fielder batting a .333, strategy roll is a 12 for the Brewers. They're going to hold off, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's going to be a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 to that rating. That's going to be a 22, nothing from Great American Ballpark, so it's a flat 10. That is a 9. That's a 22, and that's going to be good for a walk. So right now, runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up Corey Hart. Hart batting a 167. Strategy roll is a 10. And here is the pitch. That's going to be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Great American Ballpark for this play. And that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a ground ball to Carcion. And it's a range check on a 1-2. That's a 3. It can't make the play, and that's going to be good for a single. And it gets by him, and that loads the bases up here in the top of the first. So 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. Strategy roll is a 5, and Bill Hall is up. He's batting a 208. Strategy roll 5. Brewers holding off, and here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-20, that is an 18, and they're just going to have him walk around the bases. The Brewers walk in a run. It's 1-0 Brewers on a walk around. Gabe Gross up. He's batting a 226. Still 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. Strategy roll 15, and here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-11, 17, too high. And that's going to be 4-4, column 4, row 4. It's a fly ball out there to Dunn. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and the Brewers leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Leading off, the center fielder, Norris Hopper. Batting second, the shortstop, Jeff Kippinger. Batting third, the right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Adam Dunn. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Edwin Encarnacion. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Joey Votto. Batting eighth, the catcher, Paul Bacco. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Branson Ario. On the mound for the Brewers, it is Ben Sheets. Ben will come into the game with a 9.47 ERA. No wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 13 1/3 of an inning and allowed 27 hits, 15 strikeouts, and 6 walks. And with that, here comes Norris Hopper. He's ready, takes a few practice swings. He's batting a .316, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1-10. That is an 8, and that's going to be a walk. So with a walk, and that's going to put a runner on, and that's going to bring up Jeff Kippinger. Kippinger batting a .258. Strategy roll is an 11. The infield is at double play death. But before we get to the play, let's take a look at the defense of the starting defense for the Milwaukee Brewers. Braun is out there in left field. Gross at center. Hart will be in right field. Going around the horn, we've got Hall on third. Hardy at short. Consul will be on second. Fielder at first. Kendall behind the plate. And Sheets is on the mound. Kippinger once again is batting a 258. Strategy rolls in 11 as the Reds hold off, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is going to be a strikeout on a 1-4. That is a 4. Struck him out. And that's going to be one away, and that's going to bring up Ken Griffey Jr. Jr. batting a 274, infield double play depth. And here is the pitch. Strategy rolls a 5. 1-1, column 1, row 1. Home run chance on a 1-18. That is a 1. Griffey needs to roll an 11 or less. That is a 16. It is too high, not in range. However, that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, and that's going to be a double star 4. It's a ground ball to Hall, and that is going to turn into a double play. Now, here's how that works. We take the ground double play rating from the pitcher. That's going to be a 0. Add that to the pivot, so Console will be second base. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a 0. We take a look here at the hitting batter sign, so 5. Pivot's going to be 2. And that is going to be a 4. We roll 1d6 against the ground double play rating. If the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it becomes a double play. That is a 4. That is a 3. And that is going to be a double play. It's a 5-4-3 double play. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on. We go to the after 1. It's Brewers 1, Reds nothing. We're going to go to the top of the second. Ben Sheets, Jason Kendall. Craig Console going to be up for the Brewers. Ben Sheets batting a 167, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is going to be a strikeout on a 1-19. That is a 7. Struck him out. And that is going to be out number 1, 1 away. And that is going to bring up Jason Kendall. Kendall batting a 333, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-5. The 9 is too high. Remember, we add 1 to the strikeout rating here at Great American Park. So 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a ground ball to Carcion. And that's going to be out number 2. We go to the top of the order. Craig Console up. He's 1 for 1. And here is the pitch. 2 outs, nobody on, 4-1, column 4, row 1, home run on a 1. The 3 is too high. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4, and that's going to be a line drive to Joey, who will make the catch and retire the side. So the Brewers go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Brandon Phillips, Adam Dunn, and Edwin Encarnacion due up for the Reds. Brandon Phillips batting a 321, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That is a 2. Struck him out. And 1 away. I'm going to check something here real quick. Cincinnati. Nope, they had 1 on. So Adam Dunn is up. Dunn is batting a 298. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. That's going to be a range play at Great American Park. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a ground ball to Fielder. Fielder's range is on a 1-3. That's going to be a 6. And he can't get it. That's going to be good for a double. It rolls past him into the outfield. And with that, Dunn is on with a base hit. And that is going to bring up Edwin Encarnacion. Encarnacion batting a 217. Strategy rolls a 3. And here is the pitch. Pitch 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. 17 too high, so no strikeout there. And that's going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Hart. And that is going to be out number 2. Dunn will hold. Fly outs and runners on second with less than 2 outs. It is an F9. So it's the BR rating. If 1D6 roll is less than or equal to your adjusted base run rating, the runner advances to third, otherwise hold. And in this case, Dunn gets the stop sign. Joey Votto is up. Votto batting a 486. And here was the pitch. The strategy roll is on 11. The pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6. Column 1, row 6. It's going to be a range play. Once again, we go to Great American Ballpark. And that's going to be a 1-4. Column 1, row 4. That's going to be a home run. That ball is to Hart. That ball's going back down the right field side. And it's out of here. 2-run home run for Joey Votto. And it puts the Reds up 2-1. So with that, the Reds have a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the second. So 2-1, and that's going to bring up Paul Bacco. Bacco batting a 375, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-5. Column 5, row 5, that's going to be a blank. And that's going to be a 6-3. Column 6, row 3, double star 4. And that's going to be a ground ball to Hall. Hall will make the catch. And throw that over to Fielder for an out. For the third out of the inning. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and none left on. After 2, it's Reds 2. Brewers 1. We go to the top of the third. It's going to be J.J. Hardy, Ryan Braun, and Prince Fielder due up for the Brewers. J.J. Hardy, 1-for-1 with runs scored, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That is a 2. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Ryan Braun. Braun is 0-for-1 today, and here's the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-12. The 14 is too high. And that's going to be a 1-4. Column 1, row 4. And that's going to be good for a base hit to Hopper. And with that, Hopper is on. Not Hopper. Braun is on with a base hit. Prince Fielder is up. Fielder walked his last time up. Infield at double play depth. Strategy roll is a 12, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1-12. The 15 is too high. By the way, strategy roll was a 12. Brewers holding off 4-4. Column 4, row 4. And that's going to be a power hit to Dunn. And that's going to be a 16. That's going to be a fly ball out. Dunn will go back, make the catch, and put 2 away. 2 up. Well, 2 away, and that's going to bring up Corey Hart. Hart 1 for 1 today, and here's the pitch. Strategy rolls of 4. Brewers holding off. Infield normal depth, and that's going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 5. The 18 is too high. 1-6, column 1, row 6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Homper, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's going to be Branson Ario, Norris Hopper, and Jeff Kippinger due up for the Reds. Branson Ario is batting a 143, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Great American Park for this play. 6-2, column 6, row 2, and that's going to be a ground ball to fielder. And out number 1. Norris Hopper walked his last time up, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-10. That is a 3, and that's going to be good for a walk. So they're going to bring the corners in. We have a hit and run. Strategy roll is a 2. When it's 2, within 2, above or below the ATT rating, we count it will be a hit and run attempt. And with that, all ground double plays will be a -2. Base run ratings get a +2. Home run and walks are cut in half. We round those down. Lineouts are considered double plays. And if Kippinger should strike out, we'll resolve the play as a steal. Jeff Kippinger is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 2. We have a hit and run. Infield going to bring the corners in for this play. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-3, column 2, row 3. And that is going to be a double star 1. It's a fly ball to Braun. And that is going to be out number 2. 2 away, and Ken Griffey Jr. is up. He's 0 for 1 today. We do have a pickoff attempt, but Ben does not pick anyone off. But I'll still show that off. And here is the pitch to Griffey. 1 on and 2 outs, 3-3, column 3, row 3. And that's going to be a strike on a 1-9. That is an 8. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and the Reds leave 1 stranded. After 3, it's Reds 2, Brewers 1. We go to the top of the 4th. Bill Hall, Gabe Gross, Ben Sheets due up for the Brewers. Ben Hall with a walk and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-16. The 9. That is a 9. Struck him out. And that's going to be 1 away. Gabe Gross is up. Gross is 0 for 1. And here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Great American Park for this play. And that's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's an S plus 7. So here's how the S plus works. Let's find out first. So with it being an S plus, all runners will advance 2 bases regardless. Now, we roll 1d6 against the base run rating. If it is equal to or less than the base run rating, it'll be a double. If it is higher, it's a single. Otherwise, if it's a 6 and a 6 only, he's thrown out trying to get to second. And in this case, Gross will try to go to second, but he's thrown out at second plate. Dunn throws a Kippinger in there with the tag and puts 2 away. Gabe Gross is up. He's 0 for 1. No, Ben Sheets is up, sorry. So Sheets is up, and he's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-6. Column 5, row 6. That is a blank. 3-5. Column 3, row 5. And that's going to be a ground ball to Kippinger, who will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Brandon Phillips, Adam Dunn, Edward, and Carcion due up for the Reds. Brandon Phillips is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here's the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a blank. 2-3, column 2, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Console. And that's going to be out number 1. 1 away, and Adam Dunn. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored, and here's the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-15. The 18 is too high. 5-4, column 5, row 4, double star 6. It's a fly ball to Gross. And that's going to be out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Edwin and Carcion. And Carcion is 0 for 1 today, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, strikeout on a 1-10. That's a 20. The 20 is too high. 4-5, column 4, row 5, and that's going to be good for a double. And then Carcion will get on with a double out there into left field. Joey Votto is up. Votto is 1 for 1. He hit that home run. 2 run and 2 RBIs. Strategy roll is a 2, and here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2, strikeout on a 1-9. That is an 8. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Reds. After 4, it's Reds 2, Brewers 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Jason Kendall, Craig Counsell, and J.J. Hardy due up for the Brewers. Kendall, 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a blank. Kendall. 4-6, column 4, row 6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Griffey. And Griffey will get on with a base, is out. I mean, not out. Kendall is out on a fly ball to Griffey. Counsell up. Kendall is out. Counsell is up. Counsell is 1 for 2. I'm getting my players confused. Here we go. Counsell is 1 for 2 today. 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's a foul ball. Counsell smacks that one in the stands. And here's the pitch. We're going to re-roll those dice. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a blank. Remember, Counsell's left-handed. We look to the left-handed side on the pitcher's card. And that's going to be a 3-5, column 3, row 5, double star 1. And that's going to be a ground ball to Phillips. And that's going to be out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up J.J. Hardy. Hardy is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a run. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. That's going to be a 0. That's going to be a -2. The 15 is too high. 3-2, column 3, row 2. Power hit to Dunn. And that's going to be a 2. That's going to be good for a base hit. That's going to drop in there. and Hardy is on with a base hit. Ryan Braun is 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll 12, by the way. Braun, 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 12. 17, too high. 2-5, column 2, row 5. Line drive to Phillips. He'll make the catch. And out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Paul Balco, Branson Ario, and Norris Homper due up for the Reds. Paul Balco, 0 for 1, and here's the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. It's a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll the dice. And that's going to be 4-2. Column 4, row 2, double question mark. Now, double question mark is the only one we pay attention to, even if the batter is not tired. If he was tired, we would also pay attention to the S1 in the brackets and the W. So that K bracket W, the strike would become a walk in this case. So in this case, it's double question mark. It's going to be a single and a 1 to 7. That is a 5, and that's going to be good for a base hit. So with that, Sheets has not faced his allowed number of batters just yet. So he's not considered tired. And that's going to bring up Branson Ario, who's 0 for 1. Infield, double play depth, strategy roll is a 9. Reds holding off, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 18. The 14 is in range. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 away. We go to the top of the order. Norris Homper is up. 2 walks today. Strategy roll 16. Reds holding off. Here's the pitch to Homper. Hopper, 6-1, column 6, row 1, double star, and that's going to be a ground ball to Console. And that is not going to be a double play. However, that is going to be a force out. Balco will try to go to second, but get forced out. And with that, Hopper is on a fielder's choice. So 2 outs, and Ken Griffey and Jeff Kippinger is up. Kippinger is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. The pitch to Kippinger, 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a possible error. So we're going to, on an error, we'll check the number in the brackets there. 5-6, column 5, row 6, double star 3. It's a ground ball to Console. Console's error range is a 0. And that's going to be a 5. There is no error. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on after 5. Cincinnati 2, Milwaukee 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Prince Fielder, Corey Hart, Bill Hall due up for the Brewers. Prince Fielder is 0 for 1 with a walk, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1, home run chance on a 7. That is an 18. That is a 7. And that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Prince Fielder. Where does he hit it? It's a fly ball down the left field side. Dunn goes back to the wall, but that ball is into the upper stands. And it's a tie game. It's 2-2 on a solo bomb by Prince Fielder. He'll tie the game up, and that's going to be his 5th home run of the replay. So a home run by Prince Fielder. That's going to bring up Corey Hart. Hart is 1 for 2. And here's the pitch. Remember, no lead is safe in inside pitch. Anything can happen on any roll of the dice. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be an error on a ground ball. Well, it's going to be a possible error, baby. 1-4, column 1, row 4, double star 6, and that's going to be a fly ball to Griffey, who'll make the catch and put one away. Bill Hall, 0 for 1 today with a walk, a strikeout, and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 10. That is a 6, and that's going to be a walk. So runner on with 1 out, infield going to double play depth. Strategy rolls a 13, Brewers holding off. Gabe Gross, 1 for 2, and here's the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Great American. 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a ground ball back to the catcher. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice. So with that, Hall will get forced out. Now, here's how the fielder's choice. Remember, it's the pitcher plus the pivot. And in this case, Hall will get it, throw it to Kippinger. However, it's not a double play. They'll get Hall out at second. And with that, Gross will get on with a base hit. So Gross is on by fielder's choice. Strategy roll is an 18. Brewers holding off. 2 outs. Runner on first. Ben Sheets, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And here's the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5. Possible error on a throw. Ben, 6-2. Column 6, row 2. Ground ball back to the pitcher, to Ario. Bronson's error range is a 0. That's going to be a 17. No error there. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ken Griffey, Brandon Phillips, Adam Dunn due up for the Big Red Machine. Ken Griffey Jr. is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, and here's the pitch. And with that, Ben Sheets can face 6 more batters before he's considered tired. 6-6, column 6, row 6, that's going to be a blank. 2-3, column 2, row 3, power hit to Gross. On an 8, that is going to be good for a double. Griffey smacks a double out there in the center field. And with that, Ken Griffey Jr. is on with a double. Brandon Phillips is up. Phillips is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 6. Reds holding off, and the infield's at normal depth. And here's the pitch. 6-1. Column 6, row 1, double star, ground ball to Console. And that is going to be an out at first. Runners will advance on balls hit to first, second, or the catcher. So Griffey now in scoring position with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Adam Dunn. Dunn is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 2. Reds staying pat, 6-5. Column 6, row 5. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a fly ball out there to Gross. And that is an out. However, that is going to, runners on third, roll 1d6. If it's less than or equal to the ABR, the runner scores. That is a 2. That's going to be a 2. Griffey will score on a sac fly. On that, it's 3-2, and the Reds take a one-run lead on a sacrifice play by Adam Dunn. So nobody on with 2 outs, and Edwin Encarnacion is up. He's 1 for 2 with a double, 2 outs, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That is a blank. 2-3, column 2, row 3. Pop up to the shortstop. That's going to go to Hardy. Hardy sees it, Sheets points, as he'll make the catch. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and after 6, Reds 3, Brewers 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Jason Kendall, Craig Counsell, and J.J. Hardy due up for the Brewers. And with that, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Reds. Bronson Ario tired to the bullpen during that last inning there, was warming up. So they're going to bring in Josh here. Josh, yep. He's going to get the call up. That is his card. All right. So Josh will come in. He does have a special K. We'll explain about the special K in just a second here. Well, let's take a look at his stats. ERA nothing. He's pitched 1 1/3 innings, allowed 3 strikeouts, and no walks. No hits as well. Taking a look at the stats here for Bronson, he went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 5.87. So he's going to face off against Kendall, Craig, and Hardy. And here is the pitch to Jason Kendall. Kendall is 0 for 2, and that's going to be a 4-3. Column 4, row 3 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Great American. Now, Special K does come into play. We'll take a look first at the D20. And that's going to be a 20. That's going to be outside of the range, and that's going to be a 6-4. Column 6, row 4, and that's going to be good for a single out there past Hopper. So Kendall is on. And with that, infield going to double play depth. Craig Counsell is up. He's 1 for 3. Strategy roll 19. Brewers holding off, and here is the pitch. 3-1. Column 3, row 1. That's going to be a walk plus. On a 1 to 27, that is a 16. And that's going to be a walk. So the Brewers have runners in first and second. That's going to bring up J.J. Hardy. Hardy is 2 for 3 with a strikeout and a run. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll 12, by the way. Brewers holding off. And that's going to be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 10. The 14 is too high. That is a 20. That's going to be outside of the range of the Special K. 1-6. Column 1, row 6. That's going to be a single to Dunn. And with that, we have a 6, so we're going to check for runner advancement. So anytime you roll a 6 for runner advancement, you have to check the second die. In this case, it's a 1. Lead runner advances. Ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So Kendall will score. Now, we come over here to this special chart. Now, I haven't explained this because it hasn't come up yet in most games. It has, and it just hasn't been important. Counsell has a base running of a 0. If it's less than 0, the runner holds. So in this case, Counsell won't advance. He'll get the hold sign. His base run rating is a 0 from first to third. It's a -2. So with that, we have runners in first and second, and that's going to bring up Ryan Braun. No outs. Braun is up. He's 1 for 3, and here's the pitch. Josh can face one more batter. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a range play. 1-1. However, that is a 6, and that's going to be a strikeout. Struck him out. So 1 away and runners on first and second. Prince Fielder, he gets the 2. They're going from the dugout, but he gets a flashing 2/1, 2-2, column 2, row 2, and that's going to be good for a base hit past Counsell. Past the pitcher, so it's going to go past Jones. Counsell will go to third. He's waved home. He'll go from second to home on a 1 through 6. That is a 2. He'll score. The Brewers will take the lead. As the scoreboard will flip back over to the Brewers, Hardy will get the hold sign. And with that, they're going to pull Josh. And they're going to bring in Todd Coffey. Coffey will come in. That is his card. Coffey coming in. They just need 2 more outs. Coffey will come in with a 9.0 ERA. He's pitched 3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Josh, he went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 10.58. Corey Hart, 1 for 3, and here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 3, Brewers holding off 6-2. Column 6, row 2, strikeout on a 10. The 13 is too high. 3-1, column 3, row 1. It's a line drive back to Coffey. And that is going to double up the pitcher, double up the runners on second. And that's going to be a double play. So as we sing, take me out to the ball game. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. And 2 left on. No, I'm sorry, and 1 left on as they were doubled up. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Joey Votto, Paul Bacco, and Todd Coffey due up for the Reds. Ben Sheets can face 2 more batters. They are going to leave him in. So let's take a look at the box score here in Cincinnati after 6.5 innings had been played. Milwaukee scored 1 run in the first, a run in the second, 2 in the top half of the 7th. It's 4 runs on 10 hits with no errors. The Reds, 2 in the second, 1 in the 6th, 3 runs on 5 hits. They're down by 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Joey Votto, Paul Bacco, and Todd Coffey due up for the Big Red Machine. Joey Votto, here's the pitch. He's 1 for 2 with a home run, 1-1, column 1, row 1. Home run chance on a 1-18. That is a 10. It's in range. 17 too high, and that's going to be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. And that's going to be good for a base hit past Gross out there into center field. So the Reds have a runner on, and that's going to bring up Paul Bacco. Infield double play depth. And here is the pitch. Bacco is 1 for 2. Strategy roll 6. Reds holding off. And the pitch. 4-4. Column 4, row 4. That is going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 15. 18 too high. 5-1. Column 5, row 1. And that's going to be good for a base hit past Hardy. And with that, Voto will go to second, gets the hold sign. He'll go from first to third on a base run rating of a 5 through 6. Base run is a 2. He'll hold. And with that, Ben Sheets will get pulled. And with that, the Brewers. Bullpen was warming up for the Brewers. They are going to bring in Eric. Yep. Eric will come in. That is his card. So Eric will come in. He comes in the game with no ERA. He's got 1 save, pitched 4 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Todd Coffey is up. Coffey not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Jay Bruce. Bruce will come in. No average just yet for him. He's played in 3 games, had 1 at bat. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 7, by the way, and that's going to be a 2-2. Column 2, row 2, double star. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Hart. Hart will make the catch and put 1 away. Taking a look real quick at the stats for Ben Sheets. He went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 7.93. Dennis Hopper, 0 for 1 today with 2 walks, and here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 3. Reds holding off. 6-1. Column 6, row 1. Home run. Norris is a 0. The 15 too high. 2-1. Column 2, row 1. Double star 4. It's a ground ball to Hardy. And that's going to be on a fielder's choice. Voto will go to second. Bacco gets forced out at second, sorry. Bacco is forced out at second. 2 outs. And with that, Hopper is on. So the Reds have the tying run 90 feet away. And that's going to bring up Jeff Kippinger. Kippinger is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 2-6. Column 2, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-4. That is a 3. Struck him out. So with that, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on after 7. Brewers 4, Reds 3. We go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Bill Hall, Gabe Gross, and Eric Gang due up. New pitcher on the mound for the Reds as we head to the top of the 8th. And that is going to be, they're going to bring in Jeremy here. Actually, they're going to bring in Gary Majeski. That is his card. So Jerry will come in. And he comes into the game with a 19.09 ERA. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 6 walks. No changes to. They are going to also make a quick change to their defense. Kippinger will come out at short. And they're going to bring in Juan Castro. Castro will come in at shortstop. And that is basically the only change they are going to make. They're going to leave everybody else in. So that is the only change there. So he's going to have to face off against Bill Hall, Gabe Gross, and Eric Gang. Due up. Let's take a look at the stats so far for Todd Coffey. Coffey went 2/3 of an inning, an ERA of a 7.30. Bill Hall, 0 for 1 today with 2 walks and a strikeout and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-16. That is an 11. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Gabe Gross. Gross is 1 for 3, and here's the pitch. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is going to be a strikeout. On a 1-11, the 12 is too high. 1-6, column 1, row 6. Fly ball back there to Dunn. Dunn goes back, sees it, makes the catch, and put 2 away. Eric Rain, not letting them, he's not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Russell Bryant to come in. Bryant batting a .500. He's played in 4 games, 2 at-bats, does have an RBI. And here is the pitch. Bryant, 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball, smacks that one into the stands. And that's going to be 2-1, column 2, row 1. Strikeout plus. Now remember, on a strikeout plus, we add 10. We add 11. That's a 26. That is a 12. Struck him out. And that will retire the side as the Brewers are retired in order. It's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ken Griffey, Brandon Phillips, and Adam Dunn due up for the Reds. And with that, I want to say they want to bring in Brian Slouch. That's probably who they are going to bring in. Yep, they're going to bring in Brian Slouch. Take a look at his card here. That is his card. So we have a left, right, left coming up. Slouch comes into the game with a 5.09 ERA. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings and then 7 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Eric. Eric went 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout. Had 1 strikeout, no ERA. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and that's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. Jr., are they going to allow Jr. to take the hit? He's 1 for 3 today. Yes, they are. He's going to take the hit. He's 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Reds down by 1. Here's the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That is an 8. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Brandon Phillips. Phillips is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout, and here's the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's going to be a blank. And that's going to be 3-1, column 3, row 1, double star 3. It's a ground ball to Hall, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 outs, and Adam Dunn is up. Dunn, 1 for 2 with a double, a run, and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1-14. The 19 is too high. 3-5, column 3, row 5, ground ball to fielder, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. So the Brewers retire. So the Brewers retire the Reds in order. 3 up, 3 down. Very easy inning to score. Nothing across the board. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 8, Brewers 4, Reds 3. We go to the top of the 9th. Jason Kendall, Craig Counsell, and J.J. Hardy due up. But will we see some 9th inning magic? With that, Greg Morowski is not going to take the pit, is not going to continue on here as we go to the top of the 9th. Cincinnati going back to their bullpen, and they are going to bring in Jared. They're going to bring in David Weathers. Weathers will come in. That is his card. Weathers comes into the game with a 4.74 ERA. He's pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Taking a look at the stats here real quick for Greg. Greg went 1 inning, allowed 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 14.65. And let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings had been played here in Cincinnati. Brewers scored a run in the first, a run in the 6th, a run in the 7th. It's 4 runs on 10 hits with 1 error. And the Reds, 2 in the first, a run in the 6th, 3 runs on 7 hits. Kendall, 1 for 3 with a run scored, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5, double question mark, single on a 1. The 19 is too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3, ground ball back to Encarnacion. Will make the catch and put 1 away. Top of the order, Craig Counsell, and here's the pitch. Counsell, 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk on the walk Counsell. That's going to be a 17. That's going to be a 1. And with that, Counsell is on. So strategy rolls a 20. That's going to be a balk on a 1-3. And that is a 1. That's going to be a balk. It gets by him. He throws it into the dugout. Hardy. Runner on second. And that's going to bring up Hardy. Hardy is 3 for 4 with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 6-6. Column 6, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That is an 8. Struck him out. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Ryan Braun. Braun is 1 for 4 with a strikeout, and here's the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4, possible error. 3-5, column 3, row 5, double star 6, fly ball back there to Hopper, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We do have a little bit of a change here. Gross will come out at center field. And with that, they're going to bring in Mike Cameron to take over. And with that, Brian Slouch will come out. So the Brewers calling on they're going to call on David Risky. Risky is going to come in for the save. Actually, no, they're going to go with Salmon Torres. Torres, that is his card. Torres will get the call up. He's comes into the game with a 10.91 ERA, no wins, one loss. He's pitched has 3 saves. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 7 walks. He's going to face off against Edwin Encarnacion, Joey Votto, and Paul Bacco of the Reds. Taking a look at the stats here for Brian, he went 1 inning, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 4.28. Edwin Encarnacion 1 for 3, and here's the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a blank. 5-6, column 5, row 6, and that's going to be good for a base hit for Encarnacion. And with that, Edward is on with a base hit. And with that, Corey Patterson will come in as a pinch runner. Joey Votto is up, the tying run aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate. And here's Votto. Votto is 1 for 3 with a home run, a strikeout, a walk, and 2 RBIs. Strategy roll is a 5, and here's the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6, strikeout on a 1-9, 19 too high. 2-5, column 2, row 5, and that's going to be good for a single to Braun. And with that, Patterson will get the hold sign. And here comes Paul Bacco. They're going to keep him in. Bacco 2 for 3. Strategy rolls a 7. The pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is going to be a walk plus. We add 10. That is a 21. That is a 7. And the bases are loaded. They're leaving him out there on the mound. David Weathers not taking the hit, though. And they're going to bring in Jerry Hairston. Hairston batting a .429. And here is the pitch. By the way, strategy roll is a 12. They're leaving Torres in. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a range play. On a 1-8, the 14 is too high. Crowd on their feet, 2-3, column 2, row 3. Base hit to Hall. And with that, it's a tie ball game, and they're going to pull Torres. And they're going to bring in Mota. That is his card. Mota will come into the game with no ERA, 2 wins, 1 no loss, 7 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Torres. Torres went 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, an ERA of a 13.64. Top of the order, Norris Humper. Strategy roll 13, tie game. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 10. Struck him out. And 1 away. And that's going to bring up Juan Castro. Castro. They're going to let Castro take the hit here. 2-6, column 2, row 6. Range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Great American. 6 3. It's a home run. It's a fly ball to Braun. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 4. And that's going to be a double. And that ball gets by him. And with that, Balco will get the hold sign. And it's a walk-off. And that's going to be a walk-off single with that. And the Reds win it in. The Reds get the win. Final score, 5-4. Final line score coming right up. So the final score is 5-4. The Reds defeating the Brewers. Milwaukee, 4 runs on 10 hits and no errors. The Reds, 5 runs on 11 hits and no errors. David Weathers will get the win. Salman Torres will pick up his second loss. Prince Fielder goes up to 4 home runs in this replay, and Joey hits his 5th home run of the replay. Taking a look at the stats here, David Weathers will get the win. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 balk, an ERA of a 4.03. Salman Torres picks up the second loss. He gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, an ERA of a 16.36. So with that, the Reds will improve to 8-9 as the Brewers will drop to 6-10. And that's going to do it for us here at Great American Ballpark. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up. And when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scoonie007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.